Hey, it's Tara. Today I want to talk about Earth Abides by George R. Stewart. Earth Abides is a 1959 post-apocalyptic novel set in North America, specifically around the San Lupo, San Francisco, California area. The story follows Isherwood Williams as he comes through a plague on mankind and has to basically restart civilization, or is one of many who are restarting civilization. The book revolves around a theme that comes from a quote in Ecclesiastes of the Bible, which says that men may come and go, but earth abides, totally paraphrasing that quote. And it basically is a look at what would happen to the earth or what would happen specifically to this California area, but also generally North America, if humanity were to cease having such a large role. In this book, they are wiped out by some sort of virus. There are no numbers given, but a very, very small percentage of humans make it through. The story is divided into 3 parts. The World Without End, which follows Isherwood as he basically comes to terms with what has happened in this, sort of apocalypse, and sort of, I guess, comes of age. In this section, he is required to overcome some of the social laws and graces that have ruled his life before as he tries to adjust to living and surviving. The year 22 is the second section, and this focuses on the next generation of Isherwood's family and community, and talks about the changes between generations and the people who originally lived in society as we know it now, and who now are forced to, I guess they're not forced to adapt or change. This is the only world they know, and it's about, the differences between the generations and expectations and values and priorities and things like that. And the last part is The Last American, which is Isherwood's final years and looks into superstition and the evolution of religion, and as the part title suggests, Isherwood is the last of his generation that remembers what the world was like before the apocalypse, and really sort of, I guess, passes the baton on to the next generation. Each part is divided by a section called the Quick Years, where it fast forwards through time and gives you an idea, which is something I definitely appreciated, because while I do like all of those extra little details, I think 15 or 20 years of that would get really old and really quickly. What struck me most about this book was that the main character Isherwood has a dislike for organized religion. He doesn't believe in I can't remember if he doesn't believe in God, like he's an atheist, or if he's just agnostic, possibly agnostic. But regardless of the fact that Isherwood doesn't believe in religion and doesn't like religion, the majority of the book focuses on religion, either focusing or as a sort of side note. Many of the references in the book are from the Bible, and many, like his wife that he takes, he calls her the Mother of Nations, which is a reference to Sarah in the book of Genesis. And actually this whole book is quite a nice parallel of the book of Genesis. So I thought that the fact that he dislikes religion so much, and yet this book is so fundamentally based on the Christian religion, and specifically what's in the Bible, is pretty, interesting. Not hypocritical, because I think that may be one of the points he was trying to make, because a lot of the books talks about, a lot of the latter half of the book talks about how superstitions are created and what is religion but superstitions, formulated into one area. I think this book was a bit of a slow read, and if you are used to reading books from this era, especially science fiction, I think it won't be any issue for you. It's similar to Matheson and Miller and various others. So if you enjoy books from that time period, I think that you will also enjoy this. I also think it's probably pretty valuable for anyone who's looking for a science fiction classic to read, especially if you do have any knowledge of the Christian religion specifically, I think that you could enjoy this. Anyways, those are my thoughts on Earth Abides. If you have read this, please let me know what you thought of it. I really enjoyed it, and I would very much welcome a discussion about it. And that's it. Until next time.